What is going on today, guys? Welcome back. Another day back on the project Peterbilt here. Today, well, first off, official Greg A weather report of the day. It seems to be sunny and muggy right now, but it does say that around this afternoon we are going to get a bunch of rain. So we're trying to make the most of the morning and work outside as much as possible. Goal for today is just to keep going on this thing. We're going to start off with something easy and go ahead and install our window, I guess they call them window chops, which on the older 379s, the mirror brackets are part of the door frame. So what we have to do is actually separate them from the door a little bit. We're going to go ahead and be Greg A deleting this little mirror off the side just to clean it up a little bit. So we got to go ahead and remove the mirror bracket from the side of the door, slip these window chops up underneath. It'll all make sense when it's done. We were waiting on some special fasteners because these actually are, they really are just like fancy rivets. They're kind of like blind mount rivets that are polished. So we went ahead and got stainless steel ones that we could polish up. But I know there was a bunch of comments about the window frames being on the doors. Now, just a really non-important thing just for you guys who were saying switch the mirrors to the cab mounted, the newer ones, they mount on the top of the cab and they mount down here so they're not on the door. It actually looks quite a bit cleaner, but then you're left with all of these holes in the doors, which I'm trying to avoid. Future plans for when the truck does eventually way down the road get painted, we are going to switch to the newer doors. That's my plan on how to match the sleeper and the door handles on the doors to be the same, because our sleeper has newer style door handles on it. I believe is 03 or 05, whichever one of those they switched to the newer door style. The handles, we're going to switch to newer doors when we go to paint the truck. So I'm not really super concerned about switching mirror brackets right this second. Hopefully that explains that. So we're going to start with the window chops, get those done and out of the way before the rain comes. That will really give this thing a nice look with the drop visor from 12 Gauge Customs. We're going to go ahead and get rid of those lighted mirrors. They look a little cheesy right now, but here is the window chops so you guys can see them before they get installed. These are 6-inch in size, 6-inch drop right here. Those were it was just kind of a last minute decision when we were up visiting Mark to go ahead and try and stop by a local chrome shop, see what they had. Luckily they had something. They had 6 inches. I think they'll be a little short, but that's what we got. That's what we painted. That's what we're going to be running. Here's the special kind of blind mount. They kind of just pull like a normal rivet, and then this squashes out. But these are nice stainless steel ones that we should be able to polish up nicely. And then we will go ahead and move to drilling the frame for the new tank mounts and hopefully get that done. Hopefully start running some fuel line. Once that's done, sleeper's going on, and we are that much closer to getting this thing ready to fire back up. Also, last night we ordered the new air dryer. We're tossing the old air dryer out. It was kind of crappy, kind of, you know, just an air dryer is one of those things where it's pretty important. It looked like it was pretty crappy, so I'm like, we're not going to take the chance. They actually updated to a new part number. So here's the old one. I don't even know when the last time this thing was even changed. But we're going to rather be safe than sorry. That's one of those wear items that, you know, I feel like should be replaced if you're even questioning it. So got a new one of those. Once the fuel tanks and once the air dryer is up, it seems like not a lot of work, but it's a lot of work. This thing is going to be fired back up and back to life. So let's get after it. We are cleaned up, ready to go, ready to install this baby. Go ahead and peel all this tape off. It's got double-sided tape on it as well. So this thing, you know the saying, this sucker ain't going nowhere. We got the mirror bracket and double-sided tape holding this baby on. So let me quick fast forward, get this tape off. All right. Try and get this baby on here. That's it. Go ahead, put these bad boys back on here. Nice. Nice. Yes. Just finished up the first one. Here is a little bit better look. Besides the wide angle, you kind of see it a little bit better. Everything turned out really, really nicely. Everything fit super good. Those 1/4-inch blind mount rivets worked extremely well. Got this baby sandwiched in here. Now I did do a little bit of trimming on these before we painted them to kind of fit around that window and right around that. I actually just realized something. With those on there, you can't use, can you use the little other windows? I don't know if you can, because they should hit, right? Yeah, nope. Nope. I guess we're not using those. I didn't even think about that, to be completely honest, which I actually really like those windows, but looks like we're gonna have to get the air conditioning working in this thing quicker than you know it, because that's the automatic AC button. But I really like the way they look. Again, this is really just a cosmetic thing. A lot of guys seem to really dislike these things. Some guys think they look awesome. Personally, I really think they look awesome. But the whole point is to kind of like match the line of the visor. Now, if that was the case, we would have had to gotten 8-inch drops, which is another 2 inches. And at that point, you got like a 10-inch window right here. Your window would only come up to like right here, which I think is a little crazy, just kind of looking at it right now. We're gonna go ahead and get the other side on and kind of see exactly. Again, I haven't driven this truck or driven trucks in general long enough to really know if these things really block a ton of view or not, but they certainly give it a way more aggressive look. That is for sure. So we're gonna go ahead and pop over to the other side, do that real quick, and then move on to the important stuff. Obviously, we're starting with more of a non-essential cosmetic thing, but that's okay. I wanted to get these done. You know, I'm a firm believer in once something is painted, get it on the truck as soon as possible. The more it lays around, the better the chance that it is going to get messed up. So I wanted to get these on. Real quick before it starts to downpour again, it's been going on and off here for the last little bit, but we were able to get the second one done and on, so we can completely cross that off the list. We went ahead and drug out our fuel tank over here just to do one last final mock-up with the sleeper off here. I'll show you guys that real quick. Made some marks, got out our fire wrenches. We are gonna have to basically chop this hook off right here. Same on the other side, but other than that, all the holes, we got 1, 2, and then 3 holes on this one will be already done. 2 on that one, so 4 and 3. We only gotta drill like half the holes that we need to completely mount the fuel tanks up here. So that's what we're gonna be doing here next. Knocking off that one, and then this is where a magnetic drill press, you know, that normal reel shops have, where it would come in really, really handy, but we don't have that. We're gonna drill these by hand. This isn't like a double frame rail. I'm sure it will still be absolutely terrible, but that's what we're gonna try to accomplish next. And then we can basically go ahead and, the other thing is I forgot the rubbers and the buffers or the strap material for right in here. So we're gonna have to try and go run and possibly either grab that, find that, order that before we can completely do that. But that I'm not super worried about. I can fasten these to the frame and start running all of our fuel lines. Well, technically, I'm getting ahead of myself. We still have to prep the frame. Greg, we still have to prep the frame. Greg, we have to prep the frame. Okay, well, at least we're gonna get our holes drilled. We won't final mount anything. And then also, I keep forgetting there were plugs all in the top of these things with stuff that we're not really gonna be utilizing anymore. So we are gonna have to go ahead and run and get some plugs for the bottom as well, for the feeds. We're just gonna keep moving before it starts to downpour on us again. We are almost done drilling the new holes. We went from, where is it? I don't even know where it went. We went from 1/4 to 1/2 inch, and the final stage is 5/8. Now, one thing that's super crazy is the fact that we have done pretty much almost everything up until this point with one Milwaukee battery. This thing is an absolute beast. The other thing is these Milwaukee drill bits don't hold, I mean, they kick ass. Like those DeWalt drill bits, man, they suck compared to these Milwaukee ones. These Milwaukee drill bits are literally worth every penny. So We got 1, 2, 3, 7 more holes to go and we will be done. We have been trying to hustle because when it's about to rain, all you got to do is come over here, look over yonder, and you can see that it's already raining over there. So we got about 10 or 15 minutes before it starts downpouring here. But what we've went ahead and done is, besides drill all the holes out, all the holes are done. They're drilled. Again, Milwaukee, it's incredible. Just incredible. The Milwaukee line of tools, and that stuff is old. They've got better batteries out. They've got better drills out now. It still is just taking names. But anyway, we've busted out the FiberTech cab drop panels. What I wanted to do, seeing that we were mocking things up, drilling new holes, what I want to do is, I believe that the existing holes right here, and right here, I do believe we can use for the existing battery boxes. So what I have tried, we're trying to dig a battery box or a toolbox or step box, whatever you want to call it. Trying to dig it out. I got new brackets for them. I am trying to get them out, line them up, see if they work with the existing holes. If we have to drill new holes, I'm going to try and figure that out now just a little bit, just so I can see, seeing that we're already kind of here. So went ahead and just kind of clamped on the drop panel for now, but man, I love it. It is going to look so good. I believe those are 6-inch drop panels for the cab, and we also have 6-inch drop panels for the sleeper. Obviously, we're going to have to paint them. We'll figure that out, but they do take some drilling and some fitment stuff, and then they need to be smoothed out. But anyway, for now, let's go ahead and try and dig one of these boxes out, jack this thing up, and we'll see. If it starts downpouring, we might be forced inside, and then we'll go ahead and continue to work on the sleeper interior. Take a look at that. We have officially got a step. Wow, so excited. It looks good, and go figure, we actually have got some factory holes that will work actually perfect. Now, the other question, as you can see, which I'm gonna check this out, there's actually a set of holes right inside of these, and I'm wondering if I can even flip the brackets to the inside instead of them being outside like they are traditionally. So I think that would be a little bit cleaner of a look. So I might actually take it off and try to reposition that and test mock that up. But either way, we don't have to drill any holes underneath here. And this is basically a bolt-on, bolt-off procedure, which makes me extremely happy. Less work, and we'll be able to bolt these things on as soon as the frame's prepped up. So it's starting to get a little crazy out here. So we're gonna go ahead and drop this down, swap these brackets real quick, and hopefully not get poured on. But look at that. Look at that. Man, looks so good. So it does look like they actually work on the inside set of holes too, with the brackets flipped. So definitely work on that side. The only thing I was thinking, not that you can actually really see any of that, I'm not really sure. Not really sure if it really matters or not. You tell me. I know the factory brackets that have the air tank holes right here, these bolt kind of alongside, and then the straps for the air tanks go right there. So I know that would change the spacing of that just slightly, maybe just a little bit, but nothing I can see actually making a difference. But anyway, you know what? Let's grab an air tank, because we're mocking all this stuff up. So why not just grab an air tank? Oh yeah. Oh man, is it gonna look good? Hoo, hoo, hoo. It's gonna look good, boys. Oh man, am I excited. All polished up. And again, obviously I'd like to paint match everything and make everything all black, which eventually it probably will, but for now, man, it looks really, really good. It's gonna look so good. Oh yeah. We are inside now. We're gonna be working on the sleeper here. It's a little cramped, it's a little tight in here, probably a little echoey, but what we're gonna be doing is we are gonna be working on removing these grab handles, all 3 of these. And as you can see here, I popped the back 2 lights out, which we are gonna be adding 2 more lights. What we're gonna run is just 4 total. I think it's nice and clean. We're just gonna kind of measure out the spacing here, put another one here, put another one here. I don't actually have the lights yet, and I'm not gonna do anything with the lights quite tonight. Really, I just wanna do the grab handles here in the garage because it's a little easier walking around it rather than it being in the on the truck, and I gotta get up and down and in and out. Once that thing's on, I don't really want to have to climb all over it a million times if I don't have to, so it's a little bit easier right now to do it. So we're definitely gonna do that. We are limited on some lighting in here, but I believe for the most part, all we have to do is remove just this panel right here, and I believe then we should have access to pretty much everything, and that should be it. So we're gonna go get to work again and see if we can't knock this out. The other thing, I kind of wanted some suggestions on the lights in the back here. You guys know we kind of have clear lights on the rest of the truck, and I know these lights have to be red when they light up, but I was wondering if we should maybe do some clear lenses in the back, or I know that they make kind of like the watermelon lights that we have on everything else. I know they make like that style of a light that kind of like protrudes out. That might match the rest of the truck. So I'm a little up in the air as far as that goes, but we'll get those ordered up. Again, I'll do the lights when they're on the truck. That's not that big of a deal. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We also, one of the other big things is to even get those lights to work, we are gonna have to do some serious wiring investigation. These are the 2 plugs right down here for this and this. We're probably gonna have to do some harness conversions on getting lights and power and everything back here, because the year swap, the harnesses are completely different. So that should be interesting. We'll be picking at little things after this thing is already kind of back on the road. But anyway, let's get to work. And in no time at all, we have got this thing completely torn apart. We had to undo the upper cabinet parts, but we did get this back panel piece off. Went ahead and had to take the, I don't know if you want to call it the bed floor here. Had to take that off as well. But we finally have access to the back of this thing, and we should be able to knock these grab handles off. Definitely a little more time consuming than I thought, that is for sure. But we're gonna have to have this panel back off here for the ease of doing the wiring back here for the additional lights. So we're probably just gonna leave this thing off until we are ready to put the lights in, put this thing back together. We might even just take this completely out, and this is probably gonna go on the truck before we get the other lights on. So the 2 are right here, these 2. And then there's 2 over here, and then the other ones I'm probably gonna need Allie's help. I'm gonna have to do the old knock and feel which ones they are. Every time I keep walking back to front, I keep losing track of where everything is. No more grab handles. Got the painted hooks in. They're good to go. Just, you know, we already kind of drew out our extra lights here. 4 in the back. Gonna look good. That is going to wrap up today's progress on the Peterbilt. One day closer to driving down the road into the sunset. So that's gonna do it, guys. Make sure you guys hit the like button before you leave. Subscribe if you have not already. See you guys tomorrow.